What's going on, guys? It's Noah Brewer, and I'm going to be going over the Shopify Starters Guide 2019. Now, before I go over this, I do want to disclose that I am not going to be covering the specific way to do everything, okay? But what I am going to do is in the description below, I'm going to put as many videos as I can so that in each step of this process, you guys can just scroll down and you can find a video for each specific topic. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of work in the description on this video so that you guys have the resources. But this is essentially a quick go over of how to start a Shopify store. And if you follow this strategy, this is a bonus. You'll get your first ad running within 3 days. Okay, I'm not messing around here. Personally, I'll get my first store up and going within 1 day, maybe 2 days, depending on the situation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take as long as people think it does. And people spend way too much caring about the dumbest shit. So let's just dive right into this. So on the first day, obviously you should create your store, but you should also finish your store. And what does this entail? Just so that you know what you're getting into. Create a general store, number one. Don't plan on creating a niche store because we'll get into this later. You want to have multiple different ways that you can test, but let's just stick to this for now. Use a free theme, okay? Do not pay for a theme. It's a waste of money, especially if you're just starting out. Maybe you're limited on money. If you have all the money in the world, then it doesn't matter, obviously, but if you're limited on money, save it for the ads because the ads will be more important than your theme. Get a logo made on Fiverr.com for $5 to $10. It's pretty self-explanatory. I recommend paying somebody at least $10 because the $5 ones are usually just buckets of trash. But the next step is buy a domain. Okay, obviously I'm not covering up sign up for Shopify. You should have already done that. But if you just go to Shopify and then online store and then domains, there should be a button that says buy new domain, and just buy a domain with your store name or something similar to your store name. Don't spend a lot of time thinking about your store name. It doesn't matter as much as people think it does. I can think of a store name in 10 minutes because I don't really care what it is. After you have your domain, put together your store. Finish up the home page. Finish up the product page. Fill out all the legal information for Shopify, your terms of service, your privacy policy. All those things are very easy to do. Shopify has a template that you can just punch in your information and it'll type out the whole terms of service, the whole privacy policy, the whole return policy for you. Okay, but yeah, fill out all your legal information for Stripe to verify your account so that you can accept payments. And obviously pay for the Shopify basic package. Now, I just said all that in 2 minutes, but this is going to take a lot more time. It should maybe take, setting up the free theme in your Shopify account and getting all the legal stuff, getting your logo made, that might take a couple days, just because your Fiverr dude might take a day for delivery or something. But do your best to get it all done on the first day. It's really not that difficult. I already have graphic designers that work for me often, so I can pretty much get a logo done like that. But all this stuff, putting together your store is probably going to take the longest, just making it look okay, finishing up the home page, making some images to put on the collections pages and all those things. You should be putting a little bit of work, don't be lazy with it, but then again, don't overthink it. It should not be taking you guys a week, 2 weeks to create your store. That's just ridiculous. You're not hungry enough if you're taking longer than a week to make your store. Once you have your store put together, all your designs are ready. You don't need any products yet, but just the basic layout of your store is done. Pay for the Shopify basic package. Just get that out of the way. Stop trying to be a freeloader on the 14-day free trial. Just pay for that shit. Upgrade. And then next, get a currency converter, which this is basically going to, I think the app that I use is called Currency Converter Plus, which it automatically translates currencies based on IP addresses. So if I log in the US, it's going to show me the currency in USD. If I log in Europe, it's going to show me the currencies in euros. Okay, and then what you want is a good review app, an image review app. And what I use for most of my stores is called Lukes. And basically what it is it's a free app, and all you have to do, I've mentioned this many times before, but all you have to do is you can import reviews directly from your supplier. So people who have already bought the product and reviewed it, you can just take those reviews and put them onto your store. And this is perfectly okay to do. And the last thing is you want to use a scarcity app, a stop counter, a timer, nothing like, guys, nothing too crazy. Don't go insane with it. It should be really, not really, but it should be pretty, subtle on your page. People see it and they know what it means. It doesn't have to be big and crazy colors and all this shit. Okay, last step is remove the password for your store. And you basically do this by going into online store, preferences, scroll all the way down, and you can remove the password. But you can only do this after you pay for Shopify. That's why I say this. And then what I would do is download the app called Oberlo, and then import like 5 to 10 filler products for each of your collections. So you might have a collection called bestsellers. You might have a fashion collection, a garden collection, whatever it is. Just put 5 to 10 filler products in each of your collections. Okay, and I say that this needs to be all done on day 1. There's no excuse why you can't unless you don't know how to do something, but use YouTube. Okay, like even if this takes you a few days, it doesn't matter. Just get all that stuff done first. That's the first step. Moving into day 2, there's a few things that you should do. So once you have all the first steps done, your store is good, what you need to do is build your list of winning products. Open up a Google document. Everybody has one. That's actually what I'm on right now to show you guys these steps. And use my strategy to find 10 winning products that you would like to test. List the supplier, the link to the product, right, on AliExpress. Link to any competition that you found, for the purpose of creating descriptions or creating ad copy or getting their videos or whatever. And then list the cost and the sell price in the Google Doc for each product. This is very simple. I'll link, like I said again, look in the descriptions. I'm saying use my strategy. If you look in the description, I'll link to my video where I talk about how to do this. So yeah, that's one thing that you should do on day 2. And then the next thing is prepare for ads. So import the 2 best products into your store. So you have a list of 10. Now choose the 2 best ones based on margin, based on how badly you want to test it, whatever your criteria is. The 2 top ones, list them to your store. Choose what variants and images you would like to keep in your product page. Oberlo will actually give you the option to get rid of or keep or add whatever you want before you import it, so keep that in mind. And the next thing is type out your descriptions using my strategy in the dropshipping in 2019 video, which should have dropped before this. If not, you're going to have to wait a couple days. Not a big deal. I'm going to link it in the description either way. I basically go over how to write a product description and a good product description, and I reveal how I did it for one of my winning products. So this all should be done on day 2. Now let's move into day 3. So test your store, and this is important because you don't know, like you never know. It's a third-party software, Shopify. Shopify is a third-party software, so sometimes it glitches out. So you just want to make sure that it's working before you run traffic to it. Just go to your storefront, use your friend's or mom's credit card, or if you have a different debit card or something, just buy a product, make sure that your store is working, and then, right when it goes through, just refund the order. Just find somebody who trusts you enough to do that. And you can even set up like a product for $1, so it's not like a lot of money or anything. Next is setting up a Facebook account. Now, this is going to confuse a lot of people. If you're new to dropshipping and Facebook ads, you're going to have no fucking clue what I'm about to talk about. But just keep it slow, and you can look each of these things up, okay? So there's plenty of videos out there that teach you how to do each of these steps, and if you just go slow, you'll get through it. Trust me. So go to business.facebook.com and create a business manager. There will be a button that says create account. Just create your account, okay? Once you do that, go to your business settings and create a new ad account. So you basically go to add accounts on the left and then click add and then create a new ad account. Like I said, you're going to have no idea what I'm talking about, but there's plenty of videos out there that teach how to do this. I'm just going over them so that you know the steps. And then after that, you want to create a Facebook page on your business manager as well. Again, very simple stuff, but you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Go to your ad account's pixel page and install your pixel on your Shopify store. There'll probably be a video linked below on how to do this. Probably not my video, but there's so many videos on how to do this. It's actually ridiculous. And then the next thing to do is download Pixel Helper and verify that your pixel is installed correctly. You can either do this or just stay on the pixels page, go visit your website, visit a few pages and your pixel should turn green. This means that it's working. And the last step is starting your first ad campaign. Okay, so here we go, 3 days. If you follow this blueprint day by day, which if you don't work a job, it shouldn't be that hard. If you work a job or you have school, do your best. But it really shouldn't take that long to start your first ad campaign. This is the final step. You have your store created, everything's paid for. You got your list of winning products. You have 2 products that are ready to test, and then you've already tested your store. You know that it works. You've set up all your Facebook accounts that you need to start your first Facebook ad campaign, and now it's time to start your first Facebook ad campaign. And of course, guys, there's going to be a video at the end of this video, and also in the description, I have a video that goes very in depth on how to start a new product launch, like how I launch a new product. This includes creating the ad posts, creating the ads, what to do after the fact, like how to know when it's dead, how to know when to start scaling. I have plenty of videos on this stuff, and I'm going to put them below. But I just wanted to go over this quick guide to starting a Shopify store, because everybody makes it seem so easy and complicated, depending on who you listen to. But I just wanted to, shout out how exactly I do it and how I've been able to, bring a ton of stores to 6 figures from nothing. But as for this video, this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.